Teddy, this hamper is like an infinite bag of holding. It just keeps going and going and going and going. There are just tons of things in here. Oh, hey, you caught us doing laundry. Normally we don't have this much. Usually I would do laundry once a week because I only have 2 work uniforms and you can't really, colored, I guess. You can't really wear them more than 2 times in a row, otherwise, nasty. And all the smoke really infuses them. But because there's no work, I haven't had to use my uniform, so I've just been diving into the drawer every time I need something. And I am almost out of unmentionables, so I figured it was time to do laundry, not realizing how much there would be. Oh, there is a lot of stuff here. Well, let's put a pause on that right now and have a talk with our friends. So today we had a whole other plan in mind, but circumstances necessitated a change. Of course, I'm still going around and round with the unemployment website and situation. There is some good news today. The good news is that the governor of Florida has put out an executive order and changed a couple of the laws. Most specifically and most importantly, the law that makes you have to report every 2 weeks that you're still unemployed, please give me money. That has been waived, and I guess they're just going to go automatic on the checks now. So that should free up a lot of traffic on the website. But as in all good news, there's a good news, bad news. The bad news is that they've taken down the website for the foreseeable future and until an undetermined date, because they've decided that they're going to be the only ones utilizing it to input people's information from the paper forms and from the new mobile website, which is not really a website so much as it's just a data entry point where you can put your information in and get it to the state so they can data entry it. And so that they can then start to issue checks out to people. So there's that. In other news, Domino's, I got Domino's robbed. Is that the right term? Domino's robbed? Domino's burgled? Domino's burgled sounds better, but it's probably not correct. I think if you're present, no, I wasn't present, so burgled. Burgled would probably be right. I was Domino's burgled. Somebody in Oregon hacked into my Piece of the Pie rewards program and stole 2 pizzas from me. I don't understand how that happens. Are they just randomly throwing internet addresses or email addresses at the website and hoping that person happens to have a Piece of the Pie reward credit? Because, I'm sure a lot of people don't. Not everybody goes to Domino's. And those who do don't necessarily have a piece of their pie program. And even those who do don't necessarily have free pizzas. How did they know that I had 2 sitting there? I think it was an inside job. But Domino's, when I wrote them on the email, told them that it had happened and said that they needed to check their system because they might have a breach. They said, no, this is just a common problem that happens with the internet. It has nothing to do with our system. I'm like, so you think that there's a hacker out there just randomly throwing email addresses at your website and cracking the passwords on all those email addresses with the hope that if they get that person's password cracked, then they can get onto the website and that person has a free pizza? That seems really unlikely. That's an awful lot of trial and error. Oh, nope. Let's see. A. Aronson at gmail.com. Password crack. 1234 9999 1A2B3C. No. Eventually I'll get it. They cracked the password. Nope, no pizza rewards. B. Betty Bakley. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think that that's likely. Eventually they get to me and they can crack my password and find out that I have pizza? No, they knew I had pizza. I don't know how, but they did. They refunded my Piece of the Pie rewards and I changed my password. But just silly. I don't get it. Stealing pizza, whatever. Other things in the news. Yesterday's video. I don't know if you noticed, but if you were paying very close attention, there was one moment where you could see that my new pants that I was wearing, they had not removed the security tag. Fantastic, isn't it? Well, I had to figure out how to get it off, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you guys how to get these security tags off, because I didn't know. And online, the things that they said to do about them, they said to melt the plastic, cut the plastic off with a pair of pliers, tons of different ways. One very small, like, blurb on the bottom paragraph of a life hack, after they talked about burning it and cutting it and drilling a hole in it and everything else, had another solution. And miracle of miracles, it works. It's crazy. So I'm sure a lot of you have had this happen. You go, you buy a new piece of clothing, you're so excited, you walk out the store, and you get home, you take it out of the bag, and oh my God, it still has the security tag on it. Ah! How aggravating. So I'm going to show you this neat little life hack on how to do it. And Teddy's going to help me. Teddy, are you ready for this? Oh no, you said you wanted to get your ear pierced. I know. Just hold your breath. Hold your breath. Oh, little pinch. Okay, very good. There you go. It's done. It's done. Okay. And now I push this in, and now it's clicked in. So, what's the technique? Rubber bands. Rubber bands? Yeah. It's brilliant. Take a couple rubber bands out. I'm going to move the camera here a little closer, so pause for a second. Okay, so you have this securely fastened. Stop complaining. All right, take your rubber band and you put it between the fabric on the inside. Work its way underneath. Once you got it around once, move it around again. And so on. There you go. That's your first click. You hear those clicks and you know that it's loosening. Now it becomes easier to get the rubber band in as well. Honestly, I only practice on fabric. I didn't practice on something fluffy like Teddy's ear because, that would be cruel. So this is taking a little longer than it did when I was doing it. This was actually very quick on the pants. When you get to the point that your rubber band is too tight to wind anymore, we can do one more with this one. Then you just pick a new rubber band. where you were. The force will compound upon itself. Another click. And there you have it. Three rubber bands. And that's how it's done. You see? Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Pretty easy, right? So next time that this happens to you, you know, presumably when we have malls and shopping and stores and clerks that forget things, then you can solve the problem yourself. I don't know why all the YouTube videos tell you to burn it and cut it and drill it, and that is so easy. Much easier on, you know, a piece of fabric than it was on his ear even. There. Yes, I know, you're sad. So that's day 29 of confinement. I hope you enjoyed it. We're all done over here. Remember, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Teddy, I told you that's a tie tack, not an earring. Sure, yes, you look fierce. Tell him he looks fierce.